Hello, welcome to today's video. 5-minute workshop today. It's a bit breezy out there, isn't it? Storms and the like. I thought I'd show you something I've got this week. I've got this. It is an polo XC26 SE. Special edition, no doubt. Why have I got it, I hear you ask? Let me tell you. So regular viewers of the channel will remember I play a little bit of bike polo, and last year I built myself a brand new bike, which was to replace the old bike polo bike, which was built from a 26-inch wheeled cheap mountain bike. The rear wheel was somewhat buckled. It was well past its best. I'll insert a video here to show you how bad it was. Now there's a challenge, Mr. Wheeler. Straighten that. So I tried to find an old mountain bike wheel. Just a cheap wheel will do. Bike polo bikes get absolutely hammered. They don't tend to last very long, so just a cheap one would have done. But I just couldn't find one. And it's very annoying for me. I don't know if it's the same in your neck of the woods. Old bikes dumped at the council tip. They won't let you take them. Won't let you take the wheels. Although they're destined to be scrap, perfectly good wheels won't let you take them. So I thought I would put onto Freecycle a request to see if anybody happened to have any old wheels kicking around. And someone replied, and they had a complete bike in their shed gathering dust and offered me it. I only really wanted the wheel, didn't really want another bike. I've got too many in my workshop as it is. But I thought, well, if it comes with it, I'll have a look at it. So that is how I came to have this Apollo XC26. And actually, it's not bad. It has, let me get a pointing stick. So it has a Shimano Tawny gear set. 3 on the front, got a granny wheel. And we've got on the back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 speeds on the back. So a very traditional 21 speed mountain bike. Got a mud guard, got a thick old seat, plenty of padding on there. We've got Tektro disc brakes, cable operated disc brakes, and they are actually okay. They both seem to work pretty good. It is, as you can see down here, very dirty. I don't think it's had a clean in a while, if ever. What have we got there? It's got Quando hubs on it. How about that? Luxury hubs. You can see it's covered in a bit of fine dust. I would imagine it's been used in the summer quite a bit. It's got the most horrendously chunky treaded tyres on it. They must be really hard work to pedal. And it's got one of these crud catcher devices. All the rage back in the day, weren't they? We've got Suntour forks. Quick release on the front. Bolted through on the back. All things considered, it's not a bad bike. But the bizarre thing, other than, oops, I believe it may well have been put into its shed originally because it had a flat front tyre. That there is as flat as a proverbial flat thing. I tried pumping it up, but you literally can't get any air in it. So I suspect it's got a very big puncture. So that, I would imagine, may just be why it was put in the shed originally and never used again. But it's been there gathering dust. The guy who was giving it away, his son has moved to Bristol. It was his son's bike. He's got a new bike. Wasn't fussed about this one. The dilemma for me is I'm now left with still wanting a rear back wheel, because this whole bike as a whole is too good to just scrap, simply because I want a straight back wheel. So the other good thing about it, it all works. As I've shown you, the brakes work really well. Gears work brilliantly too. So as you can see, it all works fine. So I'm going to clean it up and restore it and get it back on the road. I think that's the best thing for it. Not just be tempted to pinch the back wheel off it and scrap the rest. which now has led me to a slight dilemma. So my first thought was to actually just restore it, give it a really good clean, really good service, and maybe sell it. And then I thought, well, no, actually, that's not really in the spirit of things, because it was given to me off Freecycle. So maybe I'll use it. But actually, not sure I would use it. If I was going to, I would like a hardtail mountain bike, but I want one that's maybe a bit more modern tech and a bit better overall quality than this. This would be all right with some slick tyres for going into town. But I've got a town bike, I've got a single speed. So the question is, then I thought, do I restore it and actually look to give it to a charity? There's a church locally, and I'm wondering whether I can find a home for it through the church charity, for maybe someone that's struggling, someone that has had a bike stolen or something like that. Which would be a feel-good thing to do. So yeah, it's a bit of a dilemma, but yeah, what would you do? Drop a comment below, let me know. As you may see, also in my garage, the tour bike's here. So Danny's tour bike is in my garage. I went for a ride in it the other day, went down the road on it. That was interesting. So I've been fitting some new brakes on it for him. And we fitted a new back wheel. The old one, the axle was bent. So brakes really weren't working, whole axle was bent, rear end was out. So I've put in a new cable and some new brake shoes on it. So those I've just got to adjust and get working. So yeah, just a quick video today, 5 minutes in a workshop. There we have the polo XC26 SE Special Edition. What would you do with it? Drop a comment below. So the weather today isn't as bad as it was forecast, so I think I may just go out for a ride a little bit later. Otherwise, I will have gone a complete week with no rides on the bike, which is a while since I've done it. I have lost my 100-mile-a-week record for the year, but this week's been a bit grim. I was busy early in the week, struggled to get out, and the weather the last few days wasn't really good for it, was it? With Storm Eunice. So I'll bid you farewell, see you again in a few days' time. Bye for now.